Hey, George.
Also intro by my #1 troll stalker, Statton Possum. Yeah, these are going to be 10 little pieces of watercolors I made recently by Red, Statton, and Andy Dawn. So this first one here is it's basically Red, and he told me this really ridiculous story. I've still been blabbing with him about where he ended up he's mad at his neighbors, and so what he does, he sneaks out there and he takes a poop and throws it over the fence. And I thought, what kind of man does that? Really? See, Red's been blabbing to me all these little stories of his, and one of them is this scenario where he told me he walked out on his front lawn and some teen crackhead or meth head was sitting there passed out on his driveway. And so I decided to help him out, come up with, I'd always tell him those are folk art ideas. Everything that happens is a folk art idea. And so I told him, why don't you so I made a painting of his hot Thomas looking at the meth head teen passed out on the lawn. I thought that'd be real cute. There's another version of him pooping again and throwing it over the fence. I thought the world just needed 2 of those things anyway. Since Red thinks I'm a professor and all, I'm always giving him tips, and here's one of them. If you see a teen meth head passed out on your lawn, set up a little display there and make it look like he's posing for you. So when he wakes up and he realizes that this whole time he's been passed out without calling the cops, without being a snitch, there's this fat, kind of middle-aged, red-headed dude making a painting of you, really perving out on you. That'd really make him not do drugs. If I was passed out and Red was sitting there making a painting of me when I was passed out, I would be really perved and like kind of creeped out by that. So I made a painting about that just to kind of prove a point. So then I made this painting here called Tough Titty. And it's from the Statton. See, Stratton's always kind of reminded me in Red. He's like looking over our bullshit and pointing out the tough hardships that we have to go through, kind of like being our moral compass to some degree. When Statton has recorded, made little paintings and videos of me and how I was abused by his lady Mary as she's trying to make me repent and read Bible verses to me.
Mary, she come out of the woodwork and put me under a plank of wood, plank of plywood or whatnot, and beat me over the head with the Bible.
And next is this story that Andy Dawn told me about, where he's on his farm walking around. And he saw one of his dead cows was sitting there on the ground, and he's walking up to it and kind of checking it out. And then a little mini feral hog came running out of the thing. And he was so grossed out by that. And I was, oh man, I got to make a painting of that. And then I started thinking about the hog entering and the hog exiting this dead cow. I don't know. Along with making art, Andy makes music too. And he had this one little video of him playing with this crazy looking figure. And I thought, man, this would make a great, like a little scene in the desert of some dude jamming out with his mannequin or a dummy or something. And so I thought, I started doing sketches on that. I thought, man, this is like this is feral hog exodus, the ass of a cow. And then this last portrait of Andy Dawn Emmons, painted with dignity, unlike old Redmud. He hadn't abused me or Statton. That's the way he goes.